We're joined now by some slithering snakes and learning more about what you should know before you take one home.
Miss Jessie Rothacker of Forgotten Friend Reptile Sanctuary is back with us this morning for a creature feature. And look who's here.
Yes, I am here. I'm here.
I'm so impressed.
I'm admiring from afar. I'm really admiring Jessie's knowledge and your kids' knowledge because they're going to tell us all about these snakes.
Oh my gosh, this guy's upside down.
Amy, what do you want to start with here?
I guess just tell us about all these different snakes. How many are here? 9?
So there's a total of 10 snakes in the studio that we could find. I think we brought in about a baker's dozen, and we're going to go through the green room before we leave.
Yeah.
One of them we left in James's desk.
Good.
Amy put us up to that.
Interesting.
I like that.
I don't think James knows yet.
No, well, he's going to find out soon.
So what we have today are boas and pythons. And so we have a variety of boas and pythons. All of them that are on this segment are just one of 2 species. So I have this red one over here. Where is he? He's also over
There he
here. So this red one is a boa constrictor. Boa constrictors are actually very American. You find different boa species in North and South America, and the pythons are from the rest of the world. Africa, Asia, Australia has pythons. Here in the Americas, we have boa constrictors. Sort of like maybe the difference between American football and rugby.
No, I have to interrupt you.
Yes.
You have a constrictor on your neck?
No, I have 2 constrictors on my neck. So boas and
Okay.
pythons.
They're tightening. They're tightening.
That's
And I should mention, you have a constrictor in your hands. But boas and
okay, but it's in my
pythons,
hand.
they're the famous constrictors, but a lot of our North American snakes are also constrictors. The black rat snakes that you might find in the woods, milk snakes, corn snakes, a number of these snakes are also constrictors.
Okay.
It's totally
now-
constricting on
now,
my arm.
I do want to ask, so I'm going to read the
Go ahead.
question as it's written, but then I have a question too. So are these snakes that folks can have as pets, and what do our viewers need to know about having snakes as pets, and are they dangerous or not?
I'm so glad you asked all those questions.
Yeah.
Yes, these are all popular pet trade species that we have on this segment. Now, next segment, we're going to be meeting a much bigger one. It's a totally different thing. It's actually the longest snake in the world. But the ones on this segment, they're going to start around maybe 12 inches, 20 inches, and they're going to end up not much bigger than 3, maybe 4 feet in most cases. This boa constrictor around my neck, this is a Brazilian rainbow boa constrictor, and this one might get 5 or 6 feet long. It's not very big for a boa constrictor. It's very manageable. Viola knows all the names of all these snakes.
Yes, please tell us, because are all of these available for adoption?
No, some
are.
of
Okay.
our boas and pythons are adoptable. You can check it out at forgottenfriend.org. You can see who all is adoptable. But some of our boas and pythons are actually available for adoption to experience homes. Viola, do you want to tell us who we
Don't do
have?
these names. Can you get this one off?
Oh yeah, she's just getting constricted right now. All right, go ahead, Viola.
Okay, so here we have Ty.
Yes.
Up here is Caramel. Running away is Huck. This is S'mores. We have Lemon,
Oh, that's cute.
Bumble, Crackers, and last but definitely not least, my favorite is Benji.
What about around Kenny's neck? Did you say that one?
Oh yes, that one's Penny.
Penny. And I love s'more because I can see why. It looks like
Yeah,
a s'more there
cool.
with the graham cracker marshmallow color. Well, you're going to have quite a long snake, as you mentioned, in our second half hour. And we're gonna have you back here, so don't go anywhere. But where can our viewers learn more about you guys and Forgotten Friend?
Visit forgottenfriend.org. We're at a lot of schools and churches, family events, but forgottenfriend.org, you'll find out where we're going to be. You're going to find out who's for adoption. You'll see a lot of our YouTube videos, forgottenfriend.org.
It's great, and whenever you're at my kids' school, they come home raving about it. So
course.
I mean,
It's
they love it.
great.
They love it. Yes,
And
your hand is getting
Can
constricted
be a
there.
great accessory.
It could be, yes,
Yeah.
indeed. Thanks, guys. Stick around because we're going to talk about that long snake.
Earlier we had fun with smaller snakes. Now we are moving up in size.
We're getting introduced to a reticulated python. Did I say that right, Jesse?
That's right, the reticulated python, the longest snake in the world.
It is, and he's back, Jesse Rothacker, and his kids are here with more this morning from a creature feature and for our friends at Forgotten Friend. So tell us about this snake, and I just asked you if this is as big as it's going to get, and you said...
No, this is Willie, and he is maybe a third or so.
No way.
So yeah, I mean, he's around 14 or so feet, and they can get 20 or 30 feet. So he's around halfway of what the potential length may be on the higher side. But as they get towards that 20, 30 feet, the width adds so much weight. The width makes them enormous. They're a very large snake, and that's why when we talk about pet snakes, Can boas and pythons be good pets? Yes, they can, but not every pet boa and python's the same. So maybe you have a Chihuahua at home as a pet. It's very different than if you have a Great Dane or St. Bernard, and it's the same with snakes. You need to know if you have a ball python, like in the first segment, 2, 3, 4 feet long, or reticulated python or Burmese python, 10, 20, 25, 30 feet long.
Yeah, that's a big difference.
Where do you put them? Is that their own rooms?
So he actually has his own 8-foot long cage, and even in an 8-foot long cage, he coils up in about a 2 or 3 foot little circle. So he's very comfortable just in that 6 or 8 foot area, but we like to take him out. You know, he went swimming this spring with world famous comedian Nate Bargatze, and he enjoyed swimming. I got to do a show with Nate. He's one of my favorite comedians. And since Nate went swimming with him, he started selling out arenas. He got to host Saturday Night Live. So I actually think this snake is good luck for your career. It's done wonders for Nate.
Okay, you and I will be on Saturday Night Live next week, okay? That might be fun. So let me ask you this, because I think our viewers would want to know this too. What does this snake eat?
Mostly, this snake eats frozen rats. That's a typical food. Now, you can overfeed a snake. You do need to be careful. A lot of our friends raise chickens, and one of our friends called us, this was back in the spring, they said they had a rooster who was a little bit cocky, was kind of a jerk, did not like that rooster. Now he's part of Willie.
That's not true. There's no way that's true.
Is it true, Kenny?
It is true.
Yeah, I mean, remember, these snakes, look at that thing. It can, you know, swallow these things.
It's like if you have a cat at home that's annoying you, you can feed it to a snake.
Be careful.
Amy said that, for the record. I did not say
No,
that.
I said with a question mark.
Amy Kim said that. Her email, I think, is at the bottom of the screen. Make sure to leave some comments on her Instagram.
It's my show. Rein him in.
No, because you're going to get them anyway. But the frozen rats, it's his main diet.
Yeah, frozen rats is their main diet. My friend Kyle, he was a herpetologist for Baltimore Aquarium for a while. And with his pythons, he had to slow down the feeding schedule, because these pythons, they're a lot like me after I turned 40, very easy to gain weight, very hard to lose it.
I hear you.
This snake right here, even though he's a healthy size, I would not want him to be much girthier than he is right now. They can carry fat just like they carry muscle.
And it's hissing. I'm sorry, Amy, but it's hissing right now. So explain what it's doing.
Usually when they hiss, that's just a sign that they're going to attack. But the only thing that would make them attack would be like if they see like dark blue or black colors. Those are the only things.
You've already used that on me. Okay, just really quick question. I want to know, like, where's its stomach? Like when it gets a rat inside of it, where does this rat go?
Awesome question. So on snakes, most of their vital organs are in the first third or so of their body, and then there's going to be maybe not miles, but quite a bit of small intestines and things that go all the way down by the bottom. And then the technical term for a snake's hiney is called the cloaca, or the vent, same as a bird, the cloaca, and that's down maybe about 8 or 10 inches, 12 inches from the tail, pretty much right next to Amy.
Oh, its tail is in the sofa.
All right, real quick, we're out of time. Just remind everybody where we can get more information about you and Forgotten Friend.
Visit ForgottenFriend.org. Willie is not adoptable, but other boas and pythons are. ForgottenFriend.org, and we can come out and visit your schools, churches. We can put snakes in your coworkers' desks, whatever you would like. No, we won't do that, but we'll do fun things.
Great. Perfect. Jesse and friends and kids, thank you so much.
Thank you so much. We'll be right back.